Yes, that was just a taste of what's going on at BlerDCon 2024, sponsored by Blerd Station. I am your man on the wall, Chris Fury, back with another episode of Blerd's Eyeview, and we are recouping from BlerDCon. So let's get this started. Grill the horror, what's happening?
Okay. Recouping. That is a very nice word for something I haven't been able to do yet.
Oh, I still don't know what it is. I'm operating off of something. I don't know what it is.
That's a fact. Okay, about 2, 3. I'm usually good with one coffee. Nah, about 2, 3.
See, I want to shout out because I haven't had an opportunity to do it, but I want to shout out your other half, Jay, for coming in on Clutch and recording some of the interviews for us and getting a lot of B-roll footage and stuff. Shout out to Jay. He's also the one that's behind the new Blerd's Eyeview logo. So shout out to Jay, man. He's a stand-up guy. I like the guy. He's family. He likes to stay off camera.
Very much so.
Unless he's doing something, but he's a genius behind the lens. So shout out to Jay for doing that one.
Appreciate you, man.
Shoyo, we got a chance
to
get with
see
Shoyo.
Oh,
how was it for you, Shoyo?
don't be shy. Don't do that.
She's muted. Oh
Wait a minute.
God.
I got my Freddy Claus. We can go. You on mute, babe.
Yeah, you muted. You muted.
You muted.
Y'all, that's actually insane. I have never done that. That's crazy. That is so unlike me.
And
your cherry got popped for the first time, girl.
That is crazy. But
Okay, yeah.
BlerDCon was cool. It was definitely great to meet you all and see y'all. Tafari didn't see me. Maybe that was second time. Mando second time. Because we went to DreamCon last year, but meeting y'all for the first time was definitely cool. And even though I see them, I've seen them before, they don't get to see me often. Nobody gets to see me often. So it was fun. It was a good time. That's all I can say. Now we gotta show you out the house. You're not lying, because I'm sitting here cutting apples and mandarins. Okay, this is what I do for fun. Okay?
There was determination to be had because we were determined to get a good portion of the crew in the building. Also, I want to shout out our last week's guest, Shayna Jones. She actually manned the camera. She actually manned the camera while we were there at BlerDCon for. So it was her first time. And yeah, so she was manning.
Was she there on Friday?
She was there. Yeah. It was Friday.
Okay.
She was there Friday. She was there. Actually, she was manning the camera when we had Cleo and Wes Armstrong on.
Okay.
So, yeah, y'all heard that, right?
That's good.
Light flex.
Shout
out to Eddie Entertainment over here. Oh, yeah. We couldn't get our ship right there because he had to take care of business at home, which was much necessary. But our very own Black Spartan is in the building. What's going on?
What's good?
Hi. You're muted now too. Hey, man.
It's not
I'm sorry. I started it.
I blame Obi. He pressed the mute button.
That's right. Blame the kids.
Yep.
I blame the toddler with quick hands. You are exactly right, Lanny.
Well, Spartan had to live vicariously through his shipmates.
Y'all,
hey, it's got to happen sometimes.
Yep,
I have learned so much from watching y'all's videos about y'all, especially Kira.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God! Look,
it was a time had.
It definitely was a time had.
Very.
20 plus food trucks. 20 plus food trucks. A broken escalator and the elevator acted up at one point.
And I was never on one that got stuck.
That was true.
And I stayed at the hotel. Listen, let's go.
Look, Mayhem Media, the cinematic assassin, was there along with us. What's happening?
What's up, man?
New hat alert.
I was about to say, I feel like you didn't wear no hats.
My man was out there. He was manning the boards, keeping everything going in between, and keeping things checked in.
Yeah, man, fell back into my live production days, just making things happen, making shit shake, as they say.
All right.
And from what I've been hearing, we've been shaking the rafters.
I'm weak.
They said it's nothing but positive reviews on BlerDCon's first ever live stream and our first 3-day live stream. So Blerd Station is in the building, handling business. If you got a chance to see the live stream on the BlerDCon YouTube page or the Blerd Station homepage, you got to see the live stream, and you got to see some of the beta that was being shown as well, as long as bits and pieces from 3 Black Geeks, Blerd's Eyeview, and some of the interviews we've all done together. So, but yeah, it definitely was a vibe.
Very much so.
So shout out to 3 Black Geeks. They helped open it up. We followed through. Somehow through the blessings of Bast, I was able to keep my voice.
And you definitely talked a lot, so yes.
Yeah.
Bast on your side.
We did the
that
2-hour
is
interviews.
true.
And
Yes.
I filled in some slots where folks didn't have a slot open. So I
None
stepped
of
in
y'all
when I
lost
get-
your voice. That's so good. I didn't even think about that.
That's
So-
impressive.
Uh-huh.
I went back to the hotel Friday night saying, yeah, I need to rest.
Hey, man.
There's no tea in sight, so I'm going to talk as little as possible.
Mm.
I'm just sitting back watching Tango and Cash.
Y'all heard my Lainey heard my voice crack. I would have been the type of like my throat needs some rest. I need some rest, so I understand.
Listen.
So yes, if you go to the Blerd Station, if you go to BlerdStation.com and look under live stream, you will see all 3 days of the BlerDCon 2024 live stream experience, sponsored by Blerd Station. The message got across. People have heard us, they seen us, and man, there were people who I know, cosplayers, that seen me and I didn't recognize them. Nakia Renee. She had so much wig and eye patch on because she went dressed as Molotov Cocktail from Venture Brothers, and she literally walked past me and got on the escalator, and I'm like, wait, I see the post, and I said, wait, that was you? And she was like, yeah, and I'm like, you should have came. She was like, y'all were filming. I said, you could have came on over. So yeah, there was a lot. Roxy Hayes was in the building.
Yeah.
Roxy Hayes was all over the place.
She was the building at one point, okay? She rocked that building.
So Roxy Hayes was in the building. Walter Jones was showing out. Atandwa Akani was out there doing his thing. King T'Chaka himself. There was a lot to be said. There was a lot to walk away with. There was tons and tons of information. Great cosplay. Shout out to Sayone Cosplay.
Woo!
It's Tafari trying to tell us to stop, and we ain't even start yet. That's what's crazy to me.
Hurry up.
It.
This ship ain't launched yet. You know better.
Lizzie not wrong though.
Yeah. Sayone Cosplay for 3 straight days. If I had to describe her cosplay in one word, it would be elegance.
Yeah.
Every single day, dedication, body paint, and ball gowns, and accoutrement.
Wow.
Just mind blowing. And I had to tap her on the shoulder. I said, every time I see you, whether it's on IG or whether it's at a BlerDCon, you kill it.
Yeah.
Every single time. She was an absolute dream. Me and Lainey took a picture of her. I think it was day 2.
Yeah, but when she was
no, day 1. It was day 1. No, day 1 when she.
I took a picture of her.
Yeah.
Day 1, but I took a picture with her day 2.
When I say the picture doesn't do justice,
nah,
because I look back and I'm like, no, but this thing was lit up. Like her dress was lit up, the shoes was lit up. I was trying to find out where the lights were on the shoes, and I was a little outdone. I was just dedication. Shout out to Sayone Cosplay.
Well,
What's
I'm
happening?
gonna be Kara. Stop with your keyboarding.
Wow.
Stop with your keyboarding.
Oh, we're not even 20 minutes into the show.
I mean,
Wow.
you're right.
Well,
We're
that's
not
what she-
gonna
that's
listen to
what-
the show. You
that's what
already
she
got
said.
time. Start with your keyboarding, please, and thank you.
Already called out.
I mean, seriously.
Shout out to just one of my favorite Blerd couples. Just one of them. Not the only one. There's a couple Blerd couples out there that we absolutely adore. Six of Kage and Afro Cocoa Puffs. They were not in attendance because they are planning their nuptials. So shout out to Afro Cocoa Puffs and Six Kage for getting that together. But shout out to Mr. Tetris Cosplay and Sadiq with Love. That couple every time and extremely happy. And I told him, I said, every time I see you, every time y'all got together, man. I ain't never seen Cheshire Cat. You just been. I'm like, man's happy. That's good. She's happy, and I'm happy for both of them. Happy for the both of them. So, but yeah, it was definitely an event. There's still time to sign up for Blerd Station, so you go to BlerDCon.com. Sign up for the email updates. We are so close. When I say we are so close, go sign up for BlerDCon.com, and you will see exactly what we're doing. But yes, Bama said there was a live stream. Yeah, Bama, you didn't pay attention. There was a live
All
stream.
3 days.
All 3 days.
Yep.
Wi-Fi be damned.
That part.
Ooh.
Bama just had show your brain. It's okay.
There was me, myself, between me, Mayhem, CJ of Three Black Geeks, Eris of Three Black Geeks. We were manning that, and Tafari, we were manning that board so much. I didn't see the vendor hall until Saturday, and we were there Thursday. So there was a lot to take in. Shout out to TJ Sterling Art. Shout out to Wes Armstrong, Khalil Thomas, Roxy Hayes. Phil Boutte was in the building. Every time I seen Phil more times, and every time I seen him, somebody was on the couch doing an interview. I could not get that man over there in enough time to sit him down and let's talk. So Phil Boutte of 9B Collective. He's a friend of the show. He's been on the show several times. Jason Michael Primrose.
Yes, sir.
Great finally seeing that brother in person. He made me even more jealous staying in Portugal and saying
Right?
less.
Right.
And he was talking about it too. Like, it's a vibe over there.
It
Especially
is.
for the
It's
black community.
Yeah.
It's a vibe over there.
So
I gotta go over here and get one of them shirts.
there.
The little like netted vest sleeveless situation. I was like, I want some sexy shit on like that. That's nice.
Silly.
He's like, it's a
Okay.
Portuguese designer. And I was like, oh, bet.
Okay.
So yeah, Rexo Comics was in the building. Hotep of Black Lion and Cubs. Night of Abyss. Congratulations, 86K on your Kickstarter for your project. He was a past guest, so shout out to him. Being major moves. I was able to go to his table because when I went in the vendor room, I ran into about 70% of the people in there have been on the show. Tony Weaver was in the building. Terry Huddleston was in the building. Shout out to him. Greg Burnham in Atlanta Comic Con was up there. Atlantic Comic Con was up there representing All Nerd Entertainment. Shout out to you. He was one of the outlets that performed for us at the Blerd Station press desk. Yeah. Oh yeah. Believe it or not, nice to meet you too. Yeah, it was a lot of people who I've either met online and got a chance to finally see them in person.
Yeah.
It was the overall aspect of this convention is the same. It felt like a barbecue. Felt like the family get together because come Sunday after opening ceremonies, no one wanted to leave. At least in the crew. We knew we had to leave, but no one wanted to leave.
That part.
It was definitely on some. You ain't gotta go home.
You gotta get the hell out of here.
So
They start playing Semisonic on y'all.
you know how they do it. You know how they
And start
Oscars.
moving the people out.
Yeah, It was like, wait, is that air I feel all of a sudden?
They said this weekend is over.
They cut the lights off. They cut the lights off on like church.
We were in between two different conventions. I don't know what either of them was. All I know that they both involved suits.
No way! I didn't even know that.
Tafari, the man of the hour.
Tafari can tell you because
I'm
he
bearing a cease and desist from Mayhem. Please, I need my peace, sir. Stop it. If any of y'all want to know what the hell he's talking about, if you go to our community tab and look at the first day, I'm making that face for a reason. That's all I'll say.
You need a better lawyer because that cease and desist ain't gonna work.
Forget Mayhem's the Usopp of the crew, so yeah, he's not gonna miss a shot. I'm telling you.
That's a fact.
No,
I'm a victim. I just want to put that out there. me, and whoever else got handed fake 20s in the vendor hall. That's just.
Wait, you got fake
20s? I
20s?
don't know where I read that, but that is crazy.
Wait, what?
So there were two of
y'all ain't see about the fake money?
Yeah, some vendors they didn't. I don't know which vendor it was, but I found out this morning that it was a vendor that got handed a fake 20, maybe fake 40, I believe it was. That was probably sitting on top of money. And when you see how busy it was, I can see, I can see how they got away with it. I can see how they got away with it.
Did it look like a 20 or not?
It looks dead like a 20. It's just that on one side it clearly says printed like this is a movie replica.
Wow.
Not legal printing or something like that.
Damn. So how'd you get a hold of this 20?
No, somebody posted it in the Facebook group.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say, Roxy handed you a fake 20?
What was that? What was they paying you for, my guy? What was they paying you for, Tafari?
I'm sorry, Tafari. That was on me. I blame Will.
Good night, America. Thank you for coming.
Y'all both need to go to.
I gotta be responsible for your own actions.
Jesus.
I blame Will as a terrible influence.
That might be correct. I think you might be on to something
Mike?
like that.
Mike?
Wow.
I love
me personally, Will hasn't influenced me incorrectly yet, but I have seen him.
Just wait.
Kind of. So it's like, I agree.
So y'all, I don't think I've been influenced either, but again, just being around.
I don't influence, but like Lainey always says, it's the 3E, so I somehow encourage. So whatever.
Not encouraging the
3Q and W squared. Where's Eyeview?
So while we wait for Lady Mandalore, show yo, how was the first time amongst the crew?
Oh, it was funny. It was very funny. Like when we went to Lainey's room, not gonna lie to y'all, I was tired. I was like, I was supposed to go home. I was supposed to start my drive. But it was fun in there. Then we heard about the political news, and that shit was just oh my God.
Saying.
I love how we just tap out of the world and like, hey, let's have a black gathering, and the rest of the world.
No, 100%.
It really did. It just so happened that I saw that on my phone.
I would have never seen it. Okay, had I not opened Instagram at the same time that Tafari has said it.
Yep.
I would have never seen it because I would have just, I probably would have missed it. By the time I got home, it would have been off my timeline. Probably.
We were in our own enclave.
Right.
Shout out to Prowess to Testament, who I got to see for the first time in person.
It was BlerDCon day.
It's still 100+.
It was that Sunday when I left, they said Monday it was gonna be 100 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Ooh, I got out of there in time."
That don't make no damn sense.
See, I can't do 100+. The Cali in me is just like anything that hits like 78 is too high. Hi, Mando.
Hi. Hey.
How you doing?
See, that's when you just basically put barbecue on the street and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was definitely an event.
It was a good time. I'm glad I went on Saturday if I was gonna go for any single day. I mean, usually Saturday is the best and biggest day of any con. So I'm glad that I went on Saturday instead of like going on Sunday or Friday. But yeah, it was good. I would definitely. I got to meet some other people too that I had never met in real life from online. So that was cool too. So, you know, it was a good experience. Y'all are all very funny.
Eccentric.
Yes, eccentric is the perfect word. Y'all are very eccentric individuals. Like y'all were definitely about the business, but when y'all was just sitting down, obviously just Mando, because I didn't see Mando just already.
This is what's hilarious.
Oh yes, Kira, it's your turn.
So
It's your turn. Kira.
First off, Prowess says it was Wakanda equatorial Guinea weather down. Yes,
Yep, accurate.
it was.
No, last year was that. This year
it wasn't. It was just more muggy. It was more muggy.
A little bit.
It was more muggy, but it was when we went to Laney's room to kind of relax, and we were going to do we did a react, so you can check that out on the YouTube channel. Seriously, I'm going to stretch out. So she lays on the floor. Mind you, Shoyo walks right by her and didn't see her. And where I was sitting at, I was sitting in the chair. And so she was like, wait, where's Kira? Kira just looked thumbs up. All you see is her arm and a thumb going, I'm here.
and she was there for Shoyo came in for like 5 minutes before she even asked.
Yeah.
Look, I was just I heard her. She said something randomly, and I was like, wait a minute. Where is she at? Because
I do believe it was. Are we starting yet?
Yeah.
Oh, it might have been, and I was sitting here like, where the hell is she at? I'm sorry, and I had said right after then, like I can't see shit. Like I was like, had I walked too much to the right, I might have stepped on your hand. Like, and it would have been like, oh shit, you're right here.
And mind you, she could have been on the bed. I had double beds, so that was fine. I don't know why you wanted to be in the floor, but
Like,
put that out there.
Like,
I'm not getting on nobody's bed with my outside clothes on. You must be out your goddamn mind.
There was one that was just for our stuff that we
We don't know that.
Right? Because I did not know that at all.
Your baby right there, so I'm not gonna go in.
We were raised in black.
You don't know what that
I'm
is.
not gonna go in. I'm crying.
There's nothing to go into. There was one bed that wasn't being used. Period. That's it.
So believe it or not, said was so they said one convention was a church convention and the other one was a technology convention. So we were in between the two.
That explains.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know what?
Two
That
different
explains-
ends of the spectrum.
That explains cosplay's twerk photo where she's doing the cami splits, and there's a flower lady right. That's like you can see in the corner. There's a flower lady holding the Bible that she got a picture of while she's doing the splits, and someone points out in the comments.
Oh no!
Wow.
I was like, what? I said, what second Sunday old lady walked into the con and didn't know where she was at?
That's crazy. No, because honestly, it's like you're so out of place. Like it's like you feel so out of place at either one if you are the opposite. Like if you're not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, that's funny.
It was
that explains so much.
It was. Shout out! I wish I caught the name of this food truck, but it was the Soul Food Truck. Shout out to them.
Something
Was
Georgia.
that good?
Oh my God!
It was like G Grill or something like that.
Yeah. When I say everybody was asking about, like, when rice and beans, mac and cheese, pulled pork, pulled chicken.
Wow.
Was that the one in the back?
Yeah.
Man, y'all see I was chatting up Auntie when we went to the truck. I'm pretty sure I got an extra scoop of macaroni off of there.
Ooh, yeah, that thing slapped.
Boy, you talking about hitting the spot?
Yo, them district chicken too. Them wings was fat. I did not understand what I was getting into. They was
You mean fat like big?
this.
Yeah.
And
Don't eat
when-
that.
Oh, they
That's
were
it.
whole wings.
That's-
Oh,
that's-
whole
that's
wings.
the-
Whole wings.
Mm-mm.
Hey man,
Oh,
at this
oh,
point,
okay.
we can't get away from the GMOs. Might as well be good GMO chicken. It might as well be good.
it was juicier than a
Nothing wrong with mutated.
my mouth.
That mutated chicken was blessed.
Look, I will say this. When me and Tafari and Kira went out to the food truck, it said we're out of pool. What is it? We're out of pooled chicken.
Mm.
We're out of collard greens.
Damn.
And when I say outer, I mean OUTTA. Outer. They were out of it, and I'm like, well, it's enough of us here, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dang.
That part.
They
I
was,
mean,
they
I
was,
also get like them not trying to like overdo it, like just bringing enough so that they wouldn't have to like waste food either. So it's like, hey, I mean, they sold
true.
out. I guess they sold out.
They know now. They know now.
they're shooting for it, but I mean, sold out food truck is one thing, but I'm be like, hey, y'all need to come from the restaurant and re-up. They still want
That's fair too, unless they don't have a re-up. Like if they don't have a restaurant and they're just a food truck.
Shout out to the lemonade stand, because they come in clutch every year
Oh my God.
with the fruit. They come in clutch. The
Look,
mango- the
I
mango-
don't know how y'all did that.
There was two. There was the one that was in the parking lot, and then there was the one that was next to the gumbo truck. I can't remember what their names were.
Oh yeah,
They
no,
had
it
their
was
own-
the one
one I
in the
went to was
parking
in the
lot is
parking
one.
lot.
Yeah.
No, they were both. I had both. They in their own way. They
Maybe.
both
Okay.
It was cleaning the house.
refreshed.
You had chicken, you had gumbo. What else was there? Now I'm hungry.
Ice cream and
Croissant.
Smoothie.
yeah, Will came back with a croissant.
Funnel
I'm like,
cake.
Would
you
you
got a
like a croissant?
croissant?
Not
You
a
just-
croissant.
where is it? You had to find the one bougie spot. Where did you find a croissant from?
They had so many
In
different
the corner,
food trucks
that's
up
where they
there.
stuck the white folk. In the back.
Oh my god! But it was at a total vibe. So, thankfully, next year they actually moved the convention to the first weekend of March.
Oh,
So it's going to be much cooler.
Birthday behavior.
okay.
Oh, I got me.
I know
one of
he
my favorites.
when I say he probably gonna be on his worst behavior, that's crazy.
Actually, I forgot.
Well, I mean,
Hey,
if you're
Mike-
going, if you're going to go,
and Will and March babies. I'm
if you're
sorry.
going to go to BlerDCon, it's the best place to be on your worst behavior.
Well,
I-
Not too many
Yeah,
people
you're not
are gonna
wrong.
call on you in the
I
chat
mean,
as you're minding your business, just living your best life because you don't get to go out every goddamn weekend because your 30s have been, they in the back.
started
But
going.
you try to live your life as a good Christian woman, and people want to bring you down. I don't appreciate the blow up ship in the chat.
Oh no! Don't. Oh! We haven't got on you here. I was gonna sit there and say you had me. He was like a good Christian woman. I'm like, wait a second. I'm looking forward to next year.
I will say this.
Good.
That like after, let me see, Thursday was day 0, so Friday was a party after every Friday. After Friday, it was a party every night. It's a party every night.
No, there's a party
Friday
on Thursday.
was it a party?
There's a party on Thursday.
There's a party on
Friday.
Thursday.
I went in. I went in for setup. And went back to the hotel. I will say I felt every bit Captain Picard when I'm getting in the chat videos of the party that a part of the crew has gone to.
that
And
is
I got
crazy.
my feet kicked up like I'm drinking Earl Grey or something. I was just like, yeah, they have.
No, literally. What did I say? I woke up on Saturday and was it Friday? I was like, so this what y'all do when I'm in bed? Like, I was like, wow. Like, I was like, this is crazy. Because what is this? This is news to me.
This is where Tafari's story starts, and this is where Kira decides to plead the fifth.
I didn't see shit
And that's
forever.
and that's the story we stick with. That's the story.
Your Honor, that was not me. That was my variant.
No, honestly, and I would believe Tafari because when I saw that motherfucking Tafari, okay, in that fucking white wife beater tank top, okay, I said, who the fuck is this?
I mean, it was hot as balls, so I'm not
No.
surprised.
It was.
I was sitting
Oh no,
here.
the Riley cosplay
Look.
was fully built around the fact that I knew it was gonna be hot, and the worst part was watching it happen. For those who don't know, I got there early on Thursday, and it was just a bunch of white people in suits leaving from like a federal defense thing, and I could feel it getting hotter as we came in. And then I'm sitting here by myself with a suitcase, and slowly I keep getting surrounded like the Matrix by these like agent-looking people. And they just don't care. They just kept sitting around me with the damn Bluetooth and their laptops open. And I'm like, my man, you can't go do that shit somewhere else?
I mean, nah, I was like, who is this? Because this was not the Tafari I knew. I never thought I would see Tafari in a white tank top.
Oh, nah.
I was like, what?
What?
Oh, you knew
Tank tops, short sleeves, or tank tops and shorts. This cons are the ones here you'll see my knees and my shoulders.
I was just like, what the hell? And then the next day showed up in a long sleeve. I don't care if it was breathable.
Nah,
okay?
yeah, you was crazy.
It was a long sleeve.
Yeah, I agree with that. You was crazy.
Well, long sleeve athletic, so it absorbs the sweat, but I had shorts, so I can breathe.
Hey man, that was crazy. That was some crazy.
The rest of me is fine.
Petty. Will. Petty.
Oh God.
What did he do now?
It's in the private chat. Don't worry.
Petty.
Stop it. Why do y'all let him do this?
I can't stop him. It's in the private chat.
Hey,
I mean, I said my piece in the chat a long time ago about that part. I was gonna stop.
Look, and I said
But yes,
my word.
I like to catch people off guard. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. You know?
hey,
I said what I had to say the night of, and I never spoke of it again. And I am a man of my word, and I will stick to it. Mayhem on the other
I made
word.
no such promise.
certified boogie.
I got you, Will. I got you.
Certified boogie.
If I
No,
really do
because
become
I'm
famous,
sure that
Will-
next year we'll have plenty of content from Will. It'll be the Will show.
Listen,
Oh, yes.
Listen.
Oh, yeah. Factuals.
If I get it together and the body is bodying, y'all gonna see nipple. Y'all
First of all, okay, because don't
Mm-hmm.
act like
Your wife is not gonna let
I
you
didn't.
but don't play that.
I saw them bids. You was
love
still moving this year, okay? So it don't matter. I know you gonna show out next year. So
He gonna come out like Columbus is short extra from Stomp the Yard for no reason. See, I'm gonna agree with Chris. See, Chris will find his room afterwards. I'll find a gym. Will gonna come out like old boy from White Chicks, just completely with whistle and light sticks.
Terry Crews from White Chicks.
He did the party already.
he was out here. Those videos I did see, I was like, Will was out there dancing for real. Like he really was.
He was feeling it.
So imagine BlerDCon 2025. He just gonna be, where's Will? Dance floor.
Passed out.
Check the
You're
Instagram.
gonna revert back to your blue juice days.
that part. I'm gonna get a mean 12 and a half minutes of dancing. Then
I'm weak. And then he gonna be knocked. He gonna be like, somebody give me a drink.
If I ever
help
live
him
up to my
up.
famous name, Will's the one I got to worry about going to TMZ. Look what he did back in 2020.
Right.
Are you saying this is gonna be Will?
100%.
100%. That is
I
gonna
think
be
it really
Will
will.
and-
Absolutely.
Oh my God, that's enough. That's enough.
Yo, the fact, no. Chris, how did you just get that real quick, yo? I can't.
Because we all knew exactly what
Wait.
Spartan was
No,
talking
I know.
about.
I'm just saying, like, it just came out, and you're like, you know what? I'm pulling that up right now.
That's not in my bank. I just pulled that out. That's
Mm.
Like Will can have it. I'm gonna find someplace safe. I'm sorry.
There is nowhere, I promise you.
I got one
nowhere-
question. I
there
just
is
got one
nowhere.
question. Does the hotel have a gym?
Yes,
Then that's where I'll be.
yes, it does.
I'm crying. They know
And
it.
You get
it actually
cardio
has a
by
private
using the
bathroom.
stairs to get to it.
that's
Yeah,
true.
no, but you need a key. So if you know someone who's staying there, you can get in, and it has a private bathroom. So that was the bathroom I used. I was like,
So my escape plan for next year is set. Y'all can have the parties. Y'all know where to find me.
Nah, we gotta slip you a Mickey because we gotta see you do
Slip
that.
him a Mickey.
Wow, no.
We gotta see you do that too.
First of all, I don't even know what a Mickey is. So somebody.
Why do I gotta get Mickey?
Not saying the crime part out loud.
Y'all gonna have me like the sea serpent among y'all. Like, nah, y'all got it. I'm drinking this water.
There I come back.
They're gonna be like Corliss Targaryen, just like, yeah, y'all can keep that.
Not Corliss, Lord.
I don't want no parts of that.
So does anybody know what happened to the escalator? Because it was working again later that night.
They actually came.
Yeah.
I was manning the board.
Serviced it.
Yeah, I was manning the boards when they actually came to fix it. So, and it just so happened when they came to fix it, like they were going to shut it down or they were blocking it off, and it was like a crowd of people going up. I'm like, it's kind of a stalemate. So, are you going to let them go up so then you can work on it, or are you just going to let them wait while you work on it? Because I don't know how long that's going to take.
I'm just surprised they broke.
It didn't take them long, though. It really didn't take them long.
I'm like, they killed the motor and the escalator. Damn.
Yeah. Like
Nah,
that's when
we were
I
all
went
there.
It's because I think it was after the cosplaying contest. Everyone started to go upstairs, so it was like a literal nothing but people just steady walking, and all of a sudden it just stopped.
Oh yeah, that just continued.
I think it got worse. I think it actually broke right before the contest ended, because then it was still broken when the contest ended, and it was a long line of people that was trying. That's what me and Will got. That's why y'all made it before us, because then they blocked off the escalator. They wouldn't even let you walk up it. So they blocked it off for a moment, and it was just long lines of people trying to find which elevator now they're gonna go on, knowing how long the elevators take. And so then at some point they unblocked the escalator again for you to walk up it, and that's how we ended up getting upstairs. But it was so many people after the contest ended that was trying to get up there.
Me and Shoyo went on this damn Scooby-Doo adventure.
We did. Not gonna lie to you.
The hidden stairwells,
literally the back room.
And y'all was like, oh, we gonna be there before y'all. We was like, hey,
had it not been for those meddling kids, okay. Hey, they did block. Like literally, we went through the back rooms. I asked the lady. I said, "Where's the stairs on this floor?" Because they blocked with the escalator. She said, "Oh, you see that door? You go through it." I'm like, "Okay, bet." Go through the door, climb the stairs.
I'm surprised you didn't go through the door and ended up at the Blue Oyster. It was just
we went through. We go up the stairs, and I'm like, Will is getting the sense like this might not be the way, but I'm like, we just gonna walk up here, and sure enough, it was like, do not walk through this door. This emergency fire.
Alarms.
So we walked down, and then we ended up in. We're like, this is definitely not where we're supposed to be.
Behind the vendor somehow.
Like it was like we just got messed up. We were like, no, we just gonna get out of here and go back up, and then find our way.
There was definitely moments.
Yeah, when Demetrius mentions like service elevators, I was like, where? Because I was definitely like Thursday before anyone got there. I was looking for rooms I wasn't supposed to be in, just sneaking into places. Like, I was kicking doors open I shouldn't have been in. Like, where's this? Okay, I'm gonna come back here, and then I see a sign. Hey, you can't come in here anymore. Especially for the press room. I was mad about that.
Oh man.
Actually, I believe the service elevator is right near where we were.
Yeah, that's a freight.
Yep.
Y'all must
in the back hallway, the employee hallway.
Because if you go to the left, there it is.
So what happened at the gospel conference?
I don't know if the gospel conference was before or after, but I tell you,
I remember I snuck like two people back there because they wanted to do an interview, and the people was getting hounded at our desk.
They sure do keep admitting to it. Anyway, are y'all talking about the chicks that were like dressed up as nuns?
No,
that's the Three Sisters.
I was talking about the Bene Gesserit chicks that were running all through the place.
Wow, yeah, I'd never seen that.
No, there was an actual
there was an actual like church conference.
Yeah, church
at
conference.
One of the other
hotels. Really?
It was either before or after us.
Whoops.
Saint. What's wrong?
I feel sorry for them. They saw a lot more skin than they wanted to. Like,
hey, Because we was literally at the table talking about the skin. I said, hey, if there's something that you're guaranteed to see at a con, it's ass.
That's a fact. Like, who did
Bare
that
minimum.
to make sure that that was a thing that they should have done? Like, you have a church and then you
Right.
have this.
I know, hey man, Hyatt was like, we finna get this money regardless. I ain't telling you what's next.
Look, you can be holy or you can be so. Which one's gonna be?
There
Right.
was an abundance of it. I would tell you that. I was just like, and like just like last year, and I said, well, it's hot. I'll allow it. And it's
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, it's not like there was a stripper pole anywhere, although that would have been different.
yeah,
Who's that?
that's
No,
what-
there someone made
Don't admit
something
it.
at the
I've heard- I've
con.
heard
on
things.
herself.
Pardon?
I've heard that.
Huh?
Pardon?
I was about to
Wait,
say.
what?
What was said,
I didn't
There
hear
was-
you. What?
lady?
Hey man.
You? Yeah, you.
I saw three pairs of
heard it, you
eyes
heard
go
it.
south.
I
So I was
know.
just telling you everything I want to know.
Somebody had a stripper pole.
I ain't
All I
seen
gotta
it.
say is between
they
Lady, Kira, and Will, y'all all three y'all eyes went to three different directions. That's why I was like, nope, don't want to know.
Mhm.
Hey, man, good stuff happens.
I'm gonna do a quick.
I
roundup.
blinked. You just saw me blink, and that's it.
I ain't.
So
what-
I'm gonna go right do the round table. We'll start with Mayhem. Your experiences from BlerDCon 24 and being live, doing our live stream for the first time for Blerd Station. What's your experience?
Listen, the live stream, I feel like we definitely did the damn thing right there. I already have like a host of ideas and whatnot for like, this is how next year is going to be this much better. Especially if I got to sit there so damn long. I want a more comfortable chair, and I want a little mini fridge with a little water bottles or something.
You know what? That
Right.
is not a bad idea. That is
It's
not
not.
a bad idea.
Uh,
Don't touch that.
As far
That's
as
Blerd Station product. Don't. You're not allowed in there. Stay
yeah,
out of
that's Blerd Station water.
Blerd Station water.
Blerd Station water.
The con itself, like, again, one day I'm gonna go to a convention and actually have a plan of things I want to see and interact with, because every convention I've been to almost to this point, I've been to work. And so when there wasn't work to do, I was just like wandering around aimlessly or just like being one of my friend's shadows, because I'm that sort of introvert. But prizes of the weekend, of course.
Show it off.
Oh,
Show it
green,
off.
you can't see it.
Oh wow.
That's funny.
What is
Green screen. But Phil Lamar signed my Green Lantern book.
nice.
Oh, you lucky duck.
Let's see if you can. Nope, we won't be able to see. Oh, you
Nope.
can see a signature, kind of.
I see it.
Okay.
You
That's
lucky
very
duck.
funny. I forgot about the green screen. And oh no, where'd it go? Oh no.
I hope you didn't lose that.
Oh no for me. What is that? T'Chaka. Oh, okay, he signed
T'Chaka.
up.
T'Chaka.
Yeah. And
My
also,
dumb
like,
ass left mine home.
we are like basically best friends damn near. Like, we ran into each other like 5 times over the weekend. Every time, oh, so it's just like I feel like we're this close to being actual friends. So just throwing
make
it out
sure
there.
it's. I'm a stickler. I'm a stickler because it's right over left. The other way is the Wonder Woman salute.
Yeah. Left over right.
He
Left over
looked at me
right.
like, why would I
left.
know that? Black Panther
That's
official.
very,
That's how I would know that.
interesting. That Wonder Woman is co-opting Black culture.
Well, I mean, the original Wonder Woman was black, so
There's that.
But-
So
Had a good time. Hopefully everyone else has a better time. Those probably stories for another time, as far as the the grumbles and the sad faces we saw. But overall, I had a blast.
Grill the horror.
I will start with I had a blast. Just like Will. I think my highlight definitely was being in the same room with Jay Lee.
You're
Like
welcome.
he
I love you. That's your birthday present. Let me let you know that's birthday and Christmas. You
Dang.
can
Not
Oh,
damn
yeah.
and Christmas. Jesus.
listen.
She marked them both up.
Right.
He was just so down to earth and funny. You know what I'm saying? Just off the grip. It was so cool to be around. But also because I'm an Orville fan, so it just was like this was the first like I guess celebrity I had ever interviewed. So that was like a really like highlight for me. But I mean an overall highlight, again, I think just echoing what everyone has said, making sure that, you know, the live was going on and making sure that we was doing the thing, but then also us just vibing. It just was such, again, like, I mean, we did the same thing last year as far as his vibe, but I don't know, it just felt like it was even better this year. And I just was really, really thankful for that. Shout out also to Navy because he's not here on this live.
Right.
Reverend Navy.
He had to
that's
work.
a fact. And
Right.
what made me think of Navy was the final thing I'm gonna say is the panels. There were some panels I missed that I wanted to go to, but the panels I did go to just spoke to me. Shout out to Sailor Tasty, and she did with a whole bunch of other people.
The
being a
plus
big
size
girl.
girls, yeah.
Hell yeah. And listen, I'm a nice thick 20, size 20. So like I felt what they were talking about. Yes, I am. I felt what they were talking
The
about.
look wasn't towards me. It was towards
no,
Lady
it
Angela.
was towards Kara. 'Cause she's
I'm crying.
like, listen, I'm not ashamed of mine. 270.
No,
it's
I
all
didn't say
good.
that. Okay.
But nah, I mean, like she had one that just was informative, but also just the fact that like I feel like I'm not alone. These feelings I have about cosplaying and being a big girl, I'm not alone in that. They talked about the one with the hair as well. All right. And then finally the one that had Nerds in Charge did shout out to Kurt and his crew. And again, Navy was on there, you was on there. It was a blast. It really felt like it was just everybody was cool, whether you met them for the first time or you knew them for years.
I have a quick interject on that one. Even when it's somebody, even when you've met someone for the first time, it doesn't feel like the first time.
That's a fact.
It feels like it's about
That's a fact.
time you showed up. Like, have a drink.
That's a fact.
It was one of them type of things. It was like, yeah, I got to play the ribs for you.
Yeah.
And that's not a stereotype because there were ribs there.
Yeah.
When they good.
Shout out to Blerd over for that one because I felt that way when I met him.
Yeah. So, Tafari.
I want to say the funniest things about BlerDCon is the stuff I can't talk about publicly. So, things I'm allowed to say. The things that we witnessed that we're allowed to talk about. I mean, Day Zero was cool. Getting to go to the Vigilante premiere. Getting a shout out. Using our name for the sign off was a dope one. I'm waiting to see when they drop that footage. Yeah, because when we gave Wes his props, he was doing his little sign off. He's like, and that's the Blerd's Eyeview. Yeah. So getting to go to the movie premiere day one. What did we even do?
That was zero. Shit, that was zero. I don't even know.
No, yeah, because we were like set up in a place that like foot traffic wasn't supposed to come towards us. But how many people kept like breaking left and coming over to come find us? Like at one like Cleo caught me almost every time he came down, whether it was we were just chilling or whether we were actually streaming or there was one. I'll bring this one up because y'all keep fucking clowning me. There was one point before the first after party where I don't know what we was talking about. And this is why, because somebody passed by us in a risque cosplay, and I just see both of us start staring up.
Which one?
So we both just start moving our heads slowly upwards, and then he just goes, "I'm gonna see y'all tonight." And then I look at Kira, looking at both of us in disappointment and shame. we was both being some perverts. No.
It's not being pervy when it's just out and you're just like you can't help but see it.
It was just like the simultaneous rubberneck from both. It was the simultaneous rubberneck from both of us, and then we just come back to reality, and that's Kira just like, really? Like,
no. First of all, you gonna tell this fucking story, right, motherfucker? That's not it. I didn't even. Firstly and foremostly, I didn't see a goddamn thing because everything looked the same. Asses was out everywhere. So for me to act like, first, does that even look like me? I don't give a shit. Yeah, she got a nice ass. That's all. Goodbye. Have a nice weekend.
Oh, well, my bad. The face.
Let's go, Spartan.
Really
Spartan. Spell it, Spartan. Put it in the chat, Spartan.
Nope. I'm keeping my word. I'm keeping my word to Karen. I'm keeping my word to Fari. I'm shutting up.
No, that was it. I thought Kira's face was very much saying, "Really, niggas, could y'all like behave yourselves in public?" But
I do not care.
No, I pointed out twice in Kira's pictures what I saw, and I'm done.
Wait, what?
If I say one word, if I say this one word, you'll remember. Eyeline.
Eyeline.
Shut the fuck up.
I guess
thank you, Kira. She remembered.
That don't even count.
Oh, it does, brother.
I take it counts more than what it does.
Over my head. But yeah,
all I gotta say is a brother's eyeline. Just
I did not break eye contact with that gentleman. I don't.
Oh, it wasn't your eye contact.
Oh, homie outside.
Without borders or whatever it was.
Homie went outside. Can you not say names? Homie outside. Yeah. I left y'all for 5 minutes and it was just pouncing season. But yeah, right. That video.
Damn, I missed what y'all talking about.
Chris, you saw that video of everybody at our booth. You can roll that real quick.
Yeah. Go ahead, talk. I'll bring it up.
Yeah, just this basically sums up what our booth was like the entire weekend. Just different people doing just casuals, cosplayers, creators, actors, all that. This was all weekend. Yeah, like in one video, that's Cleo, that's the How to Nerd podcast. That's Skip in that hot ass freezer suit. I think West
Bill's thrown in the building, and
Demetrius Holtz. Yeah, Captain Shanks and Captain Kawhi off in the cut, and I'm blanking on sister's name in the Storm cosplay, but she was killing it.
I didn't get it. I was going to say because I seen her the next day, and I was meant to tell her. I did tell her that I loved her Storm. I just never called her name.
Danny say so.
What's her name?
Danny say so.
Danny say so. I probably do follow her.
All right, if you're watching your highlight, if you're watching the playback, I'll put your Instagram right here. There you go. But yeah,
I've often said that I haven't seen one woman yet cosplay Storm in a bad way.
Right.
And in this kind, men.
So just the fact that everybody kept because the vendor, when you go down, the vendor hall's off to the right and traffic is natural. So the fact that everybody kept breaking left looking for one of us, and the fact that crew kept coming by to say, Clear was jokingly leave that man alone. I'm like, he keeps coming to me. Like at one point, I got him to escalate. I just heard, what's up, T? I'm like, I didn't even know he was standing next to me. But going to the comedy show, the comedy show was dope. The comedy show was great. Going to the How to Nerd podcast. Thank you for the bags and putting me to work. I kept one for all of us. So getting to hang out with them was cool. I'm trying to think of what else we had going on. That was just day one. Roaming around at 4 a.m. on Saturday was just. It's nice to know all my fellow creative schedules are equally shit when it comes to sleep. Because I'm like, why is everybody awake? These are normally my hours. T'Challa's dad is outside just having the time of his life. Dimitri's over here just slumped in a chair and his power line fit, waking up mid-conversation. He's like, I should probably go to bed. And then he just doesn't. Then I saw Hippie and Brandon from How to Nerd outside. I think Cleo was inside hosting somewhere. And then we got Dimitri with the day one party was a lot of fun. So getting the TikTok mixes a lot. That dude practiced that Star Wars intro he did. That took some rehearsal. I know that much because I would have hit myself at least 18 times. Shout out Roxy. If you need a hype man, she will find her way to the stage whether you pay her or not. So you may as well drop some bread.
That part.
But yeah, getting cool with. I didn't even plan to. I didn't know me and Dimitri was even gonna cross paths, but getting cool with him over the weekend and helping him, Cleo, and Tony shoot the skits we shot over the weekend was a fun time. Glad that came out good. And then giving Tony Weaver his gift that I promised him a couple weeks ago and kind of lighten his spirits because I know he had a lot going on this weekend. So BlerDCon got a lot more out of it than I expected.
It's an event. Lady Mandalore.
Wait, what was the question?
BlerDCon summary.
What was your BlerDCon summary?
I liked it. It wasn't as hot as it was last year, but it was still hot. Wow. getting to be a part of a few firsts for BlerDCon, the live stream. I think that was their first screening. Stop laughing.
No, it's Mayhem.
No, it was what Mayhem said, and I plead the fifth.
Right.
Yeah,
I got the.
I don't know the part. This whole weekend seems to be your victory lap. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kira, go ahead.
No, by all means. It was nice to be in the presence of celebrities like Tafari TV. It was really great to let him let us flourish underneath his wings of stardom and such, and letting his friends play with us sometimes too. That was cool.
Pause.
Yeah, that was cool.
Not for her. She welcomes it.
Hey.
Like she was like y'all talking about me.
Hey.
Everything Roxy said at her show, Kira was like co-sign.
She didn't confirm anything.
Yo, show yo. I need you to like go to
I'm
hell.
very quiet.
I'm
chilling.
Show you, I was like, I got nothing to do with this.
I'm all right. Networking, meeting people, having finding family potentially at the convention.
I noticed that.
I have never been so sure that people were my cousins in my entire life, just based on height alone. Based on height alone. Every last
Kira's running into some Caribbean family. I swear to God. Every time I'm like, am I seeing? Is this cousins I'm seeing right now?
Yeah. No, somebody's a cousin in that piece, or a cousin of a cousin.
Oh yeah, y'all had a reunion at the movie theater.
Yeah, no, I didn't know what. I mean, I liked his work, but I didn't know he had Bayesian work ethic. Wes Anderson, Armstrong, woo, Lord, that man, he cool. I like him. And shout out to Detroit, who I met, or Detroit, yeah, whatever, Detroit. I can't say it.
Oh yeah.
And then Ducky GT. Hi, cousins. How are y'all?
Hey, y'all got to sit and interview people too.
Yeah, yes. Midnight Comics. Tasha, love you. Tasha. Jason Michael Primrose, thank you so much for coming through, my guy. And it's all with Navy being the beacon of light and hope in this goddamn
you know what?
Good
For
Lord.
real.
I got to I didn't know that so he did a panel and I didn't know what I was walking in on. He's like, oh, you want to come sit in on the panel? I'm like, yeah, sure, motherfucker, whatever. You know, it is what it is. He
does that to everybody.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, come talk to this person that has a podcast as well. And she is great. And I'm like, nigga, no.
Here he is, David, right?
You don't take your flowers, girl.
Detroit. I'm still calling you Detroit.
Exactly. In your voice for me.
Honest to God, everything that happened this weekend was sensory overload. I loved it. It's not a bad sensory overload, but there's so much shit that I'm forgetting that happened. Cleo Thomas held my lightsaber. I got to. I'm glad I wasn't the way I said it because I know y'all are childish. Y'all are childish. Yes,
you are.
Yes. I got to fake sword fight with people. That was fun. Shut up. And then what else happened? Shut up. 3 cosplays. One of them I was not confident about. The Slytherin cosplay.
Don't do that.
It was the legs out, bro.
It
was the legs.
It was
the legs.
And we forgot to take our photo shoot.
Fuck.
There's always a next time for Harry Potter cosplays.
I'll wear the same one. It's fine.
Shoyo. Oh no, go ahead.
Long bottom.
Shoyo, what was your recap like?
Amen. I think you would think that I was someone right now, because honestly, I just looked at myself in the camera and I was like, I look like I'm high, and I don't even smoke. But I think that the Blerd's Eyeview Blerd Station did a wonderful job. Like I told them, I said I was there for emotional support. I really just was there to meet
Not
you
yet, Chris.
guys.
Not yet.
Also, just to um, kind of see how BlerDCon was, to see how you all were, just to kind of meet you all. I wanted to make sure I got a chance to do that, so I did that, and that was definitely a good time. I had a good time at the con. Um, Look, I ain't never gonna be mad at no ass. So that's just the type of person that I am. But I've seen Tafari and Mando in their element before, so I'm not surprised how either of them have acted. If I'm being honest, but
wait a minute,
but
not putting my second in command on blast. Don't do that.
Hey man, both of them. Both of them.
I am
Okay.
saved. I don't know what you're talking about.
You can be saved, sanctified, highly favored, and a rizzer. So it's I'm not surprised in the slightest, but I'm glad that you all had a good time. I really am. I think it was cool.
You can be testified, saved, and seasoned, and don't care.
100%, and they do not, because I'm sure there was many others at the con, and this was just their time. God ain't gonna hate you for a weekend, okay? So it's just like, hey,
come on now, church.
But it was it was a good time. Even just I'll give that to Navy too. I wanted to make sure I went to Navy's podcast, live podcast, and going to it was wonderful. Seeing all the people there enjoy him, like they really seemed like super fans, like they were looking for Navy. And I was like, this is so wonderful. Like, look at this room. Like, it was full pretty much. Like, I was like, look at this. Like, they really wanted to hear what Navy had to say. And I think that speaks to Navy is a monologuer. And I think we all know this. But to see other people like kind of love him, want to see him and support him in real time when they could have literally went to any other panel that was nice. So I'm gonna give Navy his flowers. But yeah, I got to go to a few panels. I didn't really do too much, but kind of observe and chill out. So it was a good time. It was a good time, and I look forward to, I'm a con goer, even though this is my first BlerDCon. I love cons, so I know no matter what con I go to, I'm gonna have a good time. So this was nice though to meet you guys in person. So it was good. What's up, Mando?
My wrap up is, there were a lot of good moments that I walked away with, and surprisingly, ones that I didn't expect. The screening and getting the shout out from Cleo Thomas, we didn't expect that. He shouted us out,
both times.
And then when they did the screening again, but this time at the main stage, Wes Armstrong shouted us out, thanking us for being the first ones to do a reaction and preview of his film. Vigilante. Go support at Vigilante the film. Show your love. This only cost him $40K to make, and I said it. I was like, dude, this looks better than most big budget features, and that was with $40K. So if you like those type of projects, you might want to go support that and support people that's working over at Blerd Station to bring you that type of content. Dime Meach coming through, we talking and chopping it up. Roxy cutting it up as usual, like it was just nothing. She was like, "Yeah, we can do this right now." I'm like, "All right, let's go," and doing our interview. And Jason Michael Primrose, the team of Midnight Comics, they came through both days and sat down and chopped it up with us, and showed so much love. Doing this live stream and touch and go with the Wi-Fi, because we all know how that is at any convention. Wi-Fi is a bitch. But we made it work. And we got extremely good positive feedback. More on that later. And just having, Tokombi, thank you. Because those crispy fish tacos were the shit.
I'm just saying, I couldn't speak for nothing else. I know they were small, but they be holding me over.
They do. Another thing, we broke bread as a crew, as a family. And it was crazy because they said they can't break up the check. And I was like, oh, that kind of sucks. But then I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, they serving it family style. And this is my family. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. And just generally just having a good damn time. You know, me and Tafari, you know, we piggybacking off each other, and we went and started when we were getting the interviews together. We corralled, and we was like, all right, let's go. It was like no questions asked. We just went and handled it. You know, it was clutch decisions that needed to be made. Shout out to Laney for coming in. Shout out to Jay doing interviews. Lady Mandalore doing the interviews, and we just kept doing our thing. Navy, who, even though they moved his tabletop gaming room in the next hotel over, he still found time to come over and check on his people and check on just general. Navy is generally, just like you said, he is that beacon of light. Like, people gravitate to him. They like what he's doing. And shout out, and if you've seen the YouTube video that we put up earlier, you've seen that Cleo got his Pokédex from him. So, you know, he stayed good on his word. So, Wes Armstrong, he didn't just shout us out at his screening. He kept shouting us out. He kept shouting us out. Every time he seen me, I see you, boy. I see you, boy. Come on over here so we can get this work good to get on it.
They kept just jumping on the stream, even when it wasn't us talking. It was just coming through to say what's up.
Yeah. It was definitely a vibe. I love BlerDCon. You know, hiccups be damned. It's never going to be perfect. I don't care where you at. It's always going to be some kind of hiccups of something. But the fact that I have a team, that we have this team of people around us. Shout out to 3 Black Geeks. Shout out to Do You Speak Geek, even though Nix couldn't make it, but he helped get the thing moving. You know, shout out to Demetrius Holt. You know, shout out to the entire team of Blerd Station. Shout out to all the outlets that jumped on and wanted to do their part. You know, shout out to Noir Neon Vibes. That sister,
that's the one.
She came in on the clip. I looked at her, and I said, "If you want to do
I was like, dang, Flo just all scattered throughout this thing."
Yeah, I told her. I said, we got some open slots. If you want to take them, take them. You know, if I can't get them, take them. You know, because I sure enough was pitch hitting. You know, so, and she was, every time I turned around, Flo was on that couch talking to somebody. You know, so shout out to them and all the other outlets that was really out there doing everything. Follow the dot. I'm not gonna lie, my man. You did your thing, brother. You did your thing.
Follow the dot. I apologize. I was unfamiliar with your game.
You know, shout out to Animedia. What's that?
Yeah, Amerimedia.
Amerimedia. Shout out to Corey of Amerimedia. He was out here doing this thing. Everybody really pulled through that really wanted to do something and put their work out there, and we support you. So to be at a function like this, where we can't always be together, where we can't always express ourselves and just be our nerdy self, this was that day. This was that weekend where unapologetically you cosplay how you feel, you dress how you feel, you look how you feel, you just have a whole vibe. Shout out to even though it was loud, the DJ for the TCon panel or for the TCon booth, that sister did not miss a beat the entire weekend.
Time. I was about to say the entire time.
I could not keep still. I'm like, I'm doing my Diddy Bop.
That's right.
Yo.
There was times
there's a video I sent Chris of y'all just dancing on the couch before the interview even starts. West over there.
It was hard not to, because she was playing Leaders of the New School, which, for those who don't know, this is how the world was introduced to Busta Rhymes. And Eris was teasing us, but he was singing right along. And it was like, when Busta's line came up, all you heard was cats just reciting the line for line, line for line, line for line. It was a vibe. It was a vibe. It's not every day you get to see a DJ take some old school hip hop, some old school R&B, mix it with some new school, and it just flows. And she didn't. And I told her, I said, sister, you did your thing this weekend. you did your thing. So shout out to all the dope cosplayers. Violet Verse, she had a little dance party for the kids. The Kawaii was in there, and all the little kids in there was getting their party on and getting prizes. I was like, oh, I want a Hot Wheel. Shout out to Taco Noir. They was out there doing their thing. Tony Weaver, Terry Hiddleston, Greg Burnham and the crew. They was in the building. It was so many vendors, and those I didn't even get to see. So shout out to all of you guys that really made this an experience for it was their first time, or for those who've come here multiple times before. Shout out to all the people who came up to us, to our Blerd Station press desk, and just out of sheer curiosity, and then finding out what we are all about, finding and seeing Blerd Station and seeing the interviews. And shout out to all those, Kaish Black, Skip from Blerd Over, all the other dope cosplayers that came through the window. They were there. Hello, McFly. I seen you over there with your Frieza costume. I seen her over there with her Frieza costume too. Miss Nakia Renee with her Molotov cocktail costume, which completely with the red wig and the eye patch, her face was covered up. Never even knew it was her. She walked right past, like, y'all were filming. You could have said something. It was the place to be. It was the place. And yes, it was a 5.5 hour drive for me. And it's what kept me up going down, and it's what kept me up going back home. And I enjoy it. This is my 3rd year going, but I've always followed BlerDCon's pages, and I always felt like I was missing out. I was missing out because it always snuck up on me, right? And I said, finally, those past 3 years, I said, you'll sneak up on me no more. I'm gonna beat it. If I don't do another con throughout the year, I'm gonna be doing BlerDCon. And it was worth it. We had a fantastic time. We did a fantastic job for the live stream. We hope to do it again. And I wouldn't trade a thing. I wouldn't trade it for a thing. I wouldn't. Show your darkness. She don't like being seen.
Y'all, she said y'all have hit the yearly quota.
It was like it felt like it was just coming in, like you gradually being taken over.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, because it was just going dark.
Okay. Well, okay.
You got the rain coming up on you.
I was reading something on Blerd Station site, and whenever I'm on a darker site, that light reflects. So that's darker than the.
Yeah.
Then
for
a second.
It just went dark. All we seen was this.
Look,
he's like, oh, Shoyo is in the dark.
I do love the darkness. If you know me,
I love the darkness.
This light does not turn on for shit. Okay. I don't turn on the room light, the bathroom light, because usually it's daytime, I never turn on the light for the most part. I live in the darkness. This is true.
Not your bane.
So you're
basically exactly what I was thinking.
Hey, I will take it because I do not like the sun. I hate it.
Dang.
She decided to be a daywalker for us.
I was just about to say, some blood, girl.
Look, when Shoyo first seen her, and I'm like, I had to think, I'm like, I've seen Shoyo's face, but she had a mask on the entire time, and I'm like, have I seen Shoyo's face? I've seen Shoyo's face.
Hey, I think you took it off in the room.
I did take it off in the room.
Yes.
Yeah.
She trusted us enough.
She
trusted us enough to take it off in the room.
Hey, Mando and them know because they gonna see me in a mask at DreamCon too. I will forever wear my mask around large groups of people.
That's a smart thing to do. It is a smart thing to do.
There were 2 cars, and I didn't get pictures of them. The Black Panther one, and there was a Wolverine one, and I didn't get pictures of them. I was so mad.
That Wolverine one was good.
Yeah, but to all the guests that we interviewed, like Phil Lamar was dope. Jay Lee was amazing. Atwanda Kani was an absolute blast. That dude had the energy, like he felt it. When you see this interview, you'll see exactly why we love this convention. He spoke it in volumes as to why he loved this con, and he hopes to come back. So he was having a blast. He was in his element. Shout out to Bobby Ruth. Bobby Ruth has this Black Panther cosplay that's kind of like this medieval / Game of Thrones type of cosplay. And Atandwa finally got a chance to see it, and it's a video, it's already up, where you got to like basically father to son, and greeting each other, and it was a dope moment. There was a little kid who was dancing for him, and the family was dressed as Storm and Black Panther, and then he was the Little Panther. So that was a dope little moment. Someone dressed as the Black Panther we know in the film, kneeling on one knee as he's proposing to Storm. That was another dope moment. There was some really cool moments that I walked away with really strong memories, and just like this is the family event of the year. Ass be damned.
Yeah, that dude was go ahead, Mayhem. What debauchery do you have for us now?
I wasn't even going to be debaucherous. I just didn't want to breeze past something that was mentioned earlier about the taco restaurant, because it is the bane of my existence having to be in any sort of like large party of people, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh, we can't split the bill. It's like, it makes me itch just thinking about it. But the fact that these beautiful people y'all see on screen all just pulled out their Cash App and their Zelle, and everything was square before we even crossed the threshold to leave. I just want to applaud all of you. You are amazing.
I just want to applaud.
I love you all so dearly, so deeply. You are amazing. You deserve all the nice things.
I felt that because you don't usually get that. The person
no. He was in and out of there. Maybe 5 minutes it took us all to figure out.
Y'all sound like victims of the, hey, what if the bill is $800 and how you go split?
Oh, we breeze right
y'all
past
sound, I know, but I'm saying y'all sound like y'all got some PTSD. Okay?
No, it's just when you see those type of videos and people, I'm like, y'all don't know how to be people, do y'all? Y'all don't know how to be adults at all. Like, just
I think it's really, honestly, I'm not trying to be funny. People don't put tip and tax. They just think about what exactly it is. So usually that person with the card always gets fucked.
Unless it's a black card.
Round it up. It was, you know what it was? It wasn't even divvying out the food. It was how they brought it out. So like whatever you ordered as a group, like if everyone got a fish taco, they brought it out on one plate and then you had to divvy it up. And that's what kind of
because you said it was a family.
Southern table style.
Yeah, so like me and Lainey both ordered both ordered one of a taco. They brought it out 2 on one plate, and then we got a figure. So that was what kept throwing me off. I got confused. Just took a picture of my menu so I knew what I had.
Yeah, that's true, because I had to think about it. You took a picture. That was smart. I had to think about it.
And then they was like on little scratch off score sheets. So it was like, y'all didn't I don't know state testing y'all have, but you ever took a state test and they just grab everybody's Scantrons and just that's what it felt like.
I'm so happy that
the way I eat,
because I was terrified. I didn't deep that it said how many do you want. I was just marking off X for like I want this. I was like, oh my god, if they bring me back 10 tacos, I'm going to
see. I need that. Depending on the taco size, I might be ordering 10. I need to know this kind of stuff. Like
it was $6.50
a pop.
You might have
what?
It was $6.50 a taco.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something. I told Mando at the table when she was eating her wings, I said I will be damned as a Californian if I pay them goddamn prices. No.
$6.50
I
a
felt
taco.
so
Was it worth the
disrespected. Okay.
Oh my god. So
so disrespected.
They were good. They tasted good.
I feel that, but there is not a taco I am paying $6.50 for.
Unless it's a 2-pound taco. That's the only thing I can think of.
You know, for a palm-sized taco, I kind of understand because I was looking at some of them like, dog.
For one taco.
I'm going
back. Wait. Hang on. Is it your standard taco size or is it your street taco size?
Street taco.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, because I could get 4 street tacos for the same price.
Look,
I will say this. I will say this, and we're going to go to commercial and come back and talk about the dragons. But I will say this: Virginia, DC, DMV, whatever, y'all need to fix y'all's parking. That parking, I ain't cool with that, man. I'm not. I'm a city guy.
It's gonna be that way.
I'm a
The
city
garage
guy.
next door is a trap.
I man, tell me about it. If it ain't the weekend, you are.
See, that lets me know to plan ahead and find a parking spot and just figure out how to get around.
Nah,
generally, I would park on the.
Don't be in a parking garage.
Yeah, generally, like day zero, I will park on the street so I can just go get my badges, whatever. They were doing construction on that street this year. So there was nowhere to park.
Ooh.
So I had to go into the garage.
And even even with that, that's limited.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I might be putting my wife to work. She might be driving around the block while I'm inside.
Yep. Dude, circle the block a while. Good luck, Kelly.
Because that all around that hotel, it was congested.
Oh yeah.
But we're gonna take a break. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna talk about.
Wait, Chris. Wait.
I was gonna say shout out to Mayhem's wife being honorary babysitter. First off, shout out to
all of us because Demetrius was like, Kawhi, I'll be right back. Mr. Chris is gonna watch you, and then next you know, Mayhem's wife was there, and then it was Danny Sayso was there. I was like, everybody was there.
There was Luffy and Shanks. They were really Luffy and Shanks. Take this hat. I'll be right back in a little minute. But yeah, shout out to Ozzy couldn't make it, but shout out to Biz holding down the table because I was like technically the first visit for Virus Graphics. He wants to come. I was
wondering where Ozzy was because every time I walked the chance and walked through there, I'm like, where is Ozzy?
He's locked in the lab working on a piece. I don't know what yet, but when he goes radio silent, he's either got a contract or he's got a crazy idea he's got to lock in for. So we'll see. Wow. Shout out to thank you to the Stoners, by the way, for letting my Akira Toriyama photo hang out with y'all for 3. I saw y'all like passing blunts and pouring out all kinds of liquor for the man. Somebody left money that the hotel, I'm pretty sure, pocketed on day 3. Sorry about that.
That's
like,
crazy. Go check that video out.
I'm trying to figure out when they got a gap. When did they get a gap to even like pressure wash the Stoner area? Because they're there smoking from sun up to sundown. So I left at 4 in the morning and came back at 10, and not a blunt, not a cigarette butt in sight. But I'm like, I noticed my little photo, the Dragon Ball, and the $3 there are all gone. So whoever had to clean that.
Because I was like, oh, the picture was still there, the Dragon Ball was still there, and there's tributes all around it. And day 3 vanished.
Yeah, so at 4 in the morning, I was like, oh, it's still there. Shout out to T'Challa's daddy for taking a picture with it too. And then whoever had the Black Panther car, I didn't catch his name, but like he was ready to cry just seeing his praise from it. And he almost cried when he saw Chadwick's face on one of the doors. And when you look inside, he has like a makeshift helmet. He has like throw pillows. He's got like a Japanese movie poster, a South Korean movie poster, the little Simba symbol, but it's like purple for the Panther, the Black Panther. Like it's just all kinds of like you could see both of them were almost in tears, like looking at it and then just honoring Chad's legacy with that. And then everybody who participated in the scavenger hunt, because streaming is nice, but physical media is forever. So thank you, Roxy, for getting me busted at the comedy show. Because like people were looking for me, but then she was like all loud about it, and there was like a line behind. It's like, you're the guy. I'm like, I guess I am. Because
he never made it. He never made it out of main stage after that. It was.
I had 2 more after that. Shout out Big Bro Broly, who came over a couple times to holler at us. He got the last one, and then they gave the last to the family who was dressed as our Black Little Mermaid. Because I was like, this. Oh yeah, this fits, And then Navy, I gave these 2 Yu-Gi-Oh starter decks. I got at a Konami event like 7 years ago, so. I'm hoping he got some gems out of that. Tony, I gave his gift, which I'll probably put that up either tomorrow or Friday. And then who else did we gift? And then Cleo getting his Pokédex was something I made sure I had the camera rolling for as well.
So check all that out on the YouTube page for BlerDCon, Blerd Station. Go to BlerdStation.com. That's on the live stream. You'll be seeing posts from the Blerds Eyeview IG page, from Tafari's IG page, from Lady Mandalore's IG, Room Full of Blerds IG page, Geek by Heart, Mayhem Media, Navy Martell. You'll see tons. I didn't take a lot of footage, but the footage I got is memorable. We will be right back.
Kira got to be in a skit too. So there's
we get to be a skit front and center. We'll be right back. We'll be talking about House of the Dragon episode 5.